Rise to Sebastian of Skid Row. And you're watching MTV.
Wait a second, wait. Let me ask you something, you guys. Let me ask you something.
Scotty, help!
Are you screaming for Skid Row? Wait. What about Tim? Yeah, what about Tim? Oh, we're not. See, I don't know, Canada. I thought that Skid Row was the hottest band around, but we gotta let's get back here. Go back for a sec. Let's get on the sidewalk. Let's take over the sidewalk for a sec. I want to ask you guys some questions, okay? Okay. But no one squish each other because we don't want to have any serious problems. Okay. All right. So let me ask you. All right. Why is Skid Row such a great band?
They're great. They're the best. I love their music.
Because they're good. They play the best music.
Scotty's the best guitar player in the world.
Because they're the coolest players.
I hear something about them being good because their music is good. Now,
yeah, they're cool.
I heard a theory from Milli Vanilli.
Oh.
I heard a theory.
That's the 30-second flavor at Baskin Robbins.
That's beautiful. Good line. Want my job? I heard a theory from Milli Vanilli that in order to make it really big in the rock and roll world, you have to have the perfect hair. Now, what do you feel about that? Perfect. So maybe we don't love their music so much, Milli Vanilli, but they have some good theories.
And they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Well, what would Milli Vanilli do? They don't have nice hair.
They look good and
they're
everything.
They're cool.
You guys going to see them tonight? You guys going to stay till they show up?
Yeah.
They're going to be here in about 10 minutes time. And you guys, keep your hands off my friend Tim, okay? This is Warrant on Much Music. See ya. They'll be here in about 15 minutes. Music Studios. All the girls in Toronto here to see their favorite band, Skid Row, who just happened to be right over here. Right over here. Here's Skid Row. They're hanging out in the Much Music Studios with us, eating pizza for breakfast. Thank you very much. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be chatting and eating pizza with the band. And right now here's Terrence Trent D'Arby on the nation's music station. You're going to be... Now, what's all this kerfuffle about? This...
What? What is that called? They said we couldn't swear.
This is Skid Row and Much Music. Okay, we're having some friendly pizza together. Say your names loud and clear. Friendly afternoon.
Scotty.
Rachel.
Rob.
James Brown.
Sam Davis Jr.
Living legend of soul.
Oh, we have some other people here too. You can see. Put your hands up in the air. There you go. All right.
Now, Sebastian, this must be quite a homecoming for you.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Did you expect something like this when it came to Much Music?
Well, you kind of go through life, fake expecting it, but then when it happens, you go kind of like that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Now, for you guys, I mean, he's back at home. You guys are just in Toronto. You're checking out the scene here. How do you feel when this guy gets all the attention back in Canada?
Used to it. Yeah. It's not just here. Actually, this is like a second home, though, because this was our first gig together in Toronto at Rock and Roll Heaven. Was the first time Skid Row actually played out as a, with this lineup. So this is kind of like a homecoming for all of us.
Yeah.
We know more people now here than he does.
Yeah, because I can't go out.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I can, but I wanted to like not get drunk and stuff. And going out to Rock and Roll Heaven, that's kind of a given going out there. So I kind of stayed at the Westbury last night, watched City TV, and I had a pizza. 9, 6, 7, 11.
You guys, you finally are making some money in your lives. You know, you've never really had cash in the old pocket now.
Why are you guys laughing at me?
It's gone, right? Already?
Did you read the Star yesterday?
What's happening?
Oh, nothing.
Tell me. You're talking about when you got in trouble because you kicked someone in the head and...
Well, yeah.
Okay, now what happens? You were performing.
I think it's time to tell your side.
Yeah, why don't you tell what happened?
Well, I mean, you've been to a lot of, rowdy rock shows and stuff and seen, drunk guys whipping stuff up on the stage. I mean, I used to do that too when I was like, 14 or whatever, go to a show, drink a bottle and throw it up, hoping that my bottle would touch the performer, right? Some weird thing, but when you're on the other end, like, you can't see, you know, when you got these lights in your face and stuff, you can't really see what's happening. I got clocked. I got like 6 stitches up here. 6 stitches. All right.
So you got 6 stitches.
I just kind of, you know,
got mad.
Got real mad. Don't get mad, get even. You know, if you live your life like that, it can get you in some trouble.
So what happened? You kicked out and you hit somebody.
I just threw it back, and then I really actually can't really talk about it because it's a
You
criminal.
brought it up.
Well, it's a criminal prosecution, and I really can't talk about it.
All right. So now why do you laugh when I say you guys are finally making money?
Because I don't have any money. Because you know,
it takes a long time. Yeah.
No, it costs a lot of money. You know, lawsuits and stuff like that.
That's so you guys are laughing.
Yes,
Me?
I'm making a lot of money.
Am I making? Not yet, but I will.
Okay. All right.
You just keep on working at it, and you can do it. So. Well, aside from you, Sebastian, but now that you start making money, you guys who are like, okay, does money, are you finding that money started to buy you freedom?
It bought me a few new tats.
Zoom in on that. What a beauty.
Every time I come to Toronto, I seem to spend all my money on tats. So.
That's cool.
That's wild.
There it is.
Do you find that money is actually buying you some kind of freedom, or not, limiting you more? Like you said, you had to stay home.
Well, that's not because of how little or much money I have. That's just, you know, not wanting to mess up my pipes for the Sky Dome. That's what it's about.
You're touring with Aerosmith.
Yeah.
What's it like touring with these guys who are completely sober? I hear stories about if anybody's caught with a beer backstage. So how do you guys handle that?
Well, we're allowed to have beers in our dressing room. We just can't. You know, they just don't want us walking around with them. They're cool about it. I mean, they have control.
Yeah.
You know, it's their crew. Their crew can't do it, but we can.
Yeah. Just don't leave the dressing room with a bottle.
It's true because they you know, they can't see it either, or they'll, you know, do it. Steven Tyler has said, you know, there's something about a nice big line that just says "snort me," you know, for some people, and so he can't have it anywhere near him. But you know, those guys have done more drugs and drinking than all 5 of us put together. You know, it's not like, I mean, we don't shoot heroin, or you know, it's not like that with this band. But you know, we just make sure we do what we do in the dressing room or on the bus, you know, because we have respect for them.
Well, what have you learned from these guys? Not just as far as intake, but just as far as performance, songwriting.
Their songwriting's amazing. I mean, how can you knock 16 years of great songs, you know? Every album's got great songs on it. There's that one album by Aerosmith where I go, it's not such a good album. You know, that's a load of crap, because every album is a great record. Yeah. So they're just gifted people, you know? Steven Tyler and Joe Perry in particular as songwriters.
Have they
Tom Hamilton is. I mean, everybody combined makes a great Aerosmith record.
I love that.
They teach
I feel like I'm in a Monkeys movie.
Yeah, the Monkeys.
I feel like I'm in a fishbowl.
They teach you a lot about, I mean, they taught me a lot about drugs and stuff too. You know, there's some sick thing in rock and roll that it's supposed to be really cool to do a lot of, you know, blow and shoot smack or whatever. And Steven says, you know, there's some people out there that think that there's some big mountain with Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, you know, Steve, Joe, Nikki Sixx, Tommy Lee, all these, you know, known drug users at the top of the mountain going, come on up, it's a big party, it's a big party. But what Steven says is once you get up to the top of the mountain, there's a cliff.
So what do you feel about that?
Well, that's kind of what I feel about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take that like the gospel from the man who's lived it. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. So
Bachelor number 5.
Let's play a video.
Sure.
All right. And we'll gossip. You know, I get special advantages. We get to gossip with these videos, and then we'll come back and talk some more. Okay. So which video should we play? Peace in Mind.
Piece of Me.
Piece of Me. All right.
Piece of Mind.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Piece of Me. Skid Row. Much music. So you ended up leaving school.
Yeah.
But you also ended up taking vocal training. Is that true?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, you know, I told my mom and dad that I wanted to move from Peterborough to Toronto because I don't think Peterborough's known for its great big club scene. There ain't. There's, you know, some cities there's ladders to climb. That's more like a, you know, whatever. But
Sewer to ground.
But you know, I moved to Toronto and started playing Larry's Hideaway and you know, the Gasworks, 20 Grand West, Rock and Roll Heaven, all these places. But when I told my parents that that's what I wanted to do, they wanted me to go like Juilliard or something like that. And I said, you don't learn feeling right there. You can't, nobody cares about theory, and that's about the only technical word I know. You know, when you're listening to the radio or going to a concert. So
theory.
They said, well, you can go and everything, but we're going to send you $40 a week to take vocal lessons to make sure you do it right. Because, you know, there's one thing playing a show once a month, but there's another thing playing, you know, every single night of the year for 14 months. So you really have to know what you're doing.
So what do they teach you? What are some of the
Just
tricks?
breathing techniques, you know, singing from here, aiming it right.
They like that.
They have great pipes out there.
Yeah, they do.
But, you know, no strain, because if you're ever straining your voice, you're doing it wrong, but this is turning into a vocal interview.
How do your parents feel about you now?
They love it, man.
Yeah?
My mom's watching right now. Hi, Mom.
What about you guys?
Yeah.
How do your parents feel about what you're doing?
They're freaking. Completely freaking.
What does freak mean? Like, I mean, they're...
What does freak mean?
Yeah, it's just, freaking out, like, think it's great.
Our parents never thought we were going to make any money. We're making a little bit of money, and they're happy. I guess so they don't have to give us money.
Yeah, definitely.
We rehearsed in the garage, my parents' garage, right up until the time we got signed.
That was a lot of fun.
And then after we got signed, we couldn't rehearse there because everyone started ripping off their mailboxes.
Hi, Mom. That's my hi, Mom.
My aunt and my mom's, they say the highlight of their life is coming to meet Steve Tyler tonight. I get the hots for him. They're about the same age, so.
You guys, because you have gotten to the point where you have this kind of effect on people, you lift your arms and they scream. Let's just practice.
That's because we smell so bad. Put your arms back down.
You get to this point in your life where you start to have a serious influence on young people. Now, what do you do? How do you run your lives? Or do you do anything differently, or do you say things differently that because of these people?
I think that's a real weird area that none of us thought about, because we didn't get in this business to like be role models or anything. I mean, you get in rock and roll to do what you want. You know, that's the whole thing about rock and roll. It's about freedom and you know, living your life how you want to. So it's kind of a drag when you have to like think so much about stuff, you know.
But you do.
Well, no, we don't, and that's why I don't have any money. But you know, and it's a drag because, I mean, we were influenced by bands. You know, Rach was influenced by the Sex Pistols and the Ramones, and you know, I was influenced by like Van Halen and Judas Priest and stuff like that. And it's not bands that were really known for being role models. But this is the late 80s. This is in the 70s.
This is the 90s.
Well, I guess it is. It's quarter past a stud. But you know, I don't think that we're ever going to be like, you know, Bob Geldof or anything like that, because that's not what we're in it for.
But then again, anything that you do, they will watch and perhaps follow.
Yeah.
That's the bottom
They
line.
just got to choose their own path. That's the only thing, you know, because that's what we did. I mean, you take in what you can and what you can apply to yourself and everything, but you got to choose your own way.
Okay, I have one more question for you. I was talking to, I read this, Milli Vanilli, one of our favorite bands.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Are they a rock band?
We choose Stress Gum when we play their videos, but anyway.
Oh, right on.
Good. Yeah, they have a theory that in order to make it in the world of rock and roll, you have to have serious hair. Now, what are your comments on
Let
that?
somebody else do it for you. That's theory.
Yeah, really. You have to have some serious studio musicians. Studio singers.
I mean, you know, having long hair is just a way of expressing yourself. But I think to make it rock and roll, you have to have serious musical ambitions. I mean, that's what
I look like a geek with short hair.
Yeah, I look like a geek with short hair. Let's give him the short hair Skid Row. It's not quite as cool looking.
It's just quite the look.
Yeah.
False.
Piece of me.
Far better right here.
Okay, we're going to wrap up this interview. I'm sorry.
Right.
We're having fun, but you're going to go and host a Power Hour in a few minutes.
Great.
But we all have letters.
Yes, we do.
We're going to segue into the RSVP show with requests for you guys. We get tons of requests for your band. So
that's great.
Why don't you read out who sent these requests?
Do we really have to say who sent it?
Yes, we do.
That's right. Actually, this is from my hometown right here, Peterborough, Ontario, Canada.
Oh, you have
Who
the
sent
letter.
it?
Alexis James and Cassie Lee.
What did you say?
We think you guys are so groovy. All you guys play the coolest combination of music. Some of them aren't as groovy as others, but that's life.
What about you? What do yours say?
This is from Margaret R. of Hamilton, Ontario. And she wrote,
That's a good way to get
Dear
it.
Erica M., would you please
Please open this.
Would you please play Youth Gone Wild by Skid Row?
Beautiful. Next.
Yeah, this one here is from Lubna Ekremadula. Sorry, Lubna, I hope I got that close, but
Lubna.
Lubna, I think, yep. And she would like to I hope it's, yeah, I think it's Lubna. She would like to request a video. Her first choice is Youth Gone Wild, and her second choice is Piece of Me.
Wow, she gets them both today. Next.
Yeah.
This is from Deidre Bender. Dear RSVP, would you please play Youth Gone Wild by Skid Row for me? It's their only video that I don't have on tape. Thanks a lot.
Perfect. You guys did a great show.
Came with a little picture, too.
Say hi to Steve.
You got it.
You know. And I hope you enjoy playing the Sky Dome. How very intimidating.
I really think that we will enjoy it.
That's great. Best of luck and behave yourself.
You got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Skid Row, thanks very much for dropping by. You've Gone Wild. Next is RSVP.
Next host Skid Row plus Motorhead, Hanoi Rocks, and Rush.
Welcome to the Power Hour. We've got our very own show, and we are Skid
Row.
Yeah. So what?
What are we going to talk about?
Well, first, I guess we should talk about touring England with Motley Crue, which was a fun thing. See, we toured England with Motley Crue in October. And then,
Europe.
Which was a fun thing. And then we played a headlining show at the Hammersmith Odeon, which we sold out in 7 days, which was kind of a record, but who cares?
We don't want to talk about that.
No. And at the end of the night, it was a fabulous thing. Who did we jam with?
Lemmy, stand up! Be quiet! What do you think this is, the holiday?
Steve Harris.
Steve Harris and Nico McDrummer.
Nico McDrummer and Steve Harris.
From Iron Maiden. And then
Thanks for clarifying that.
And then at the end of the night, we got Lemmy up there to do Train Kept A-Rollin'. She sang with ultimate finesse. It was very, very beautiful.
I like the bass
What did
solo.
it sound like, Rachel?
Rachel?
Train kept rolling all night long.
That's what it sounded like. So with that, here's the first video today. The chase is better than the catch.
You know.
Slash Puppet, they're really good friends because they give us free t-shirts. No, Pete Dove and the rest of the guys, they went and played a really, really good set down at Rock and Roll Heaven. Who's there? Snake, you went.
Remember that time Rob got his hemorrhoid operated on?
Okay, Scotty.
Scotty, you went.
Yeah, kind of look like you.
Yeah.
Okay,
In all
Scotty.
honesty, they were really good. Really,
Scotty,
really
you went down to the performance.
Yeah, I was there. I had a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for the free beer in the dressing room, eh? And you smoked.
5 years ago, there was a million bands that never made it out of Toronto. It was a real bummer. Harlot, Kid Wicked, Rue Morgue, Galleon, Jade, Titan, a million bands that never made it. Which was a real drag, but the Throbs, who are now in New York. But it was a real bummer, but such is life, such is rock and roll. You win some, you lose some.
It's real good to see an original band coming out of
Exactly.
Toronto again.
Yeah, this clone band stuff is garbage. Buy your Meat magazine. Support Drew and what he's trying to do. Original music. It's the only way to go. You might as well listen to a jukebox, you know, if you want a clone band. But except for Runs in Your Hoses. I'm also fan. What the hell is that? Okay, so in memory of the Toronto heavy metal scene 4 or 5 years ago, this is Hanoi Rocks, Don't You Ever Leave Me. Power Hour, and that's Snake's whole level of brain thought. Scotty, what do you think of rock videos in general?
I don't watch them.
Rob, what do you think? Okay, what do you think?
What do I think about rock videos? Go ahead, ask Rachel.
What do you think of them?
I don't know.
I think rock videos are neat. I'd rather see I'd rather see I'd rather see the Love in an Elevator video with a whole bunch of. I'd rather see the.
Here, hold this a second.
See ya. I'd rather see the Love in an Elevator video with a whole bunch of good-looking women Then Ceausescu's face of Romania is sheet white, dead, staring at me while I'm eating dinner. You tell me which is more.
Dead, wasn't he?
He was dead, man.
I didn't see that.
He was cold. He was that dude in Romania that got dead. But
he's still dead?
He is still dead. He's coming back from the dead. He's gonna get a band together. But you know what I'm saying? Like video stations like MTV and Much Music provide an incredible thing for you, the home viewer. But censorship of any form or any way is not happening. You gotta admit. I mean, read George Orwell, 1984. It's a bummer. And that's all I gotta say. Rock out. And what video are we going into now?
What's your favorite video?
I have a lot of them.
Our favorite video, God.
Oh, did we give you a list?
I think the thing closest to Youth Gone Wild video here is same kind of vibe is My Way with Sid Vicious.
Skid Row's highs. They wanted to talk about the lows, but I don't want to start crying. So, Scotty Hill, what was your personal high of this year?
Personal high. I'd say probably the Giant Stadium gig and the Milton Keynes gig.
Where's Milton Keynes?
Milton Keynes?
It's Milton Berle's brother. He lives over in England, you know.
Okay, now Rob, when someone is asking you what are your favorite memories of the past year, how does one respond?
I'd have to say one of my favorite memories.
Rachel, when someone asks you, I'm just joking.
I have to say one of the best memories was watching Scotty puke on the Russian floor in the hotel room.
Yeah,
that was great. But
that was one of my lows and one of my highs.
I'd have to say the Giant Stadium gig. C&E was pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's very patriotic of you, Rob. Okay, I'd have to say for me a personal high was when I was nominated for a Toronto Music Vocalist of the Year award, and I didn't win, but Kim Mitchell won and said some really cool things about me, which she didn't really have to say. It's very cool. It was almost better than winning. That was like a personal high.
But he doesn't know you.
That's right. That's why it's so cool, Rob, you dingbat. Okay, Rachel, what were some of your personal highs for this year?
Well, when I got nominated for the Best Vocalist of the Year in the Toronto Music Awards, but I didn't personally get it, but Kim Mitchell said some nice things about me, so.
Okay, so what do you got to say?
That's a beautiful zit.
Thank you. Okay, so that's it. And what video are we going into now? Rush, Farewell to Kings.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty uncertain, I'd imagine.
As of this moment, but let's just pretend that it isn't.
No, I don't know. We never even think about it, actually, about what's going to happen next record or next whatever, you know.
All I know is that we're going to take like 6 or 7 months off and screw around. Do nothing.
Write a couple songs.
People say that, wait man, you're getting off of March. Are you going to do some traveling? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to travel from my kitchen with a bud in my hand to my living room with my flicker and watch the Brady Bunch for 7 months. That's where I'm traveling. What about you, Scott?
I don't watch music videos.
I don't watch videos. You don't want to know.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Dirt bike riding, gambling.
Playing pool.
Playing pool? Get this thing away.
Okay. So there you have it. Rachel, what are you going to do?
I have banks, thanks, Mom.
I'm gonna, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do the old zone out in front of the tube thing myself.
That's where it's gonna be fun. Get some good inspiration. Okay then. Well,
okay then.
Wait, no, let's do it a Great White North. This is this show is gonna be about like economics, which is when you have like too many empties and not enough room on the truck. Okay, so this is Bob, this is my brother Doug, and we'll be seeing ya from Skid Row. See ya.